This is Ralph with 13 Peppers. So far in the walkthroughs, we have counted over 100 pepper varieties. Let's finish this out and see how many I end up with. This is June 26, 24, and first of all, I want to say thank everybody that's watched the first 2 episodes of the video to go through the pepper varieties I have. I also want to say thank you everybody for the great comments that I've had on the walkthrough, even though it was kind of weird to put out pictures of your peppers that did not look the best at the time. So yeah, that was kind of worrisome, but I kind of decided I was going to show the good and the bad in everything I grow. Most of the peppers will come out great. I might lose a couple of them. That's just life of a pepper grower. So first, once again, I want to say thank everybody for the nice comments. I'm going to do the walkthrough of the 7 pots today. I'm also going to do the walkthrough around my awning and these last 2 beds that I have here. Now, we're supposed to be storming here soon. You can see the clouds coming in, so there's a little bit of wind noise. I apologize, but let's go ahead and knock this out. This is not a pepper, but the dwarf apple tree on the property is producing rather well. Also not a pepper, but this is the 40-foot row of Concord grapes, and you can tell that they are coming on nicely. And we have English cucumbers coming on. Very, very nice. No, this is not a pepper, but this is another one of my fruit trees, and I absolutely love these things. These are actually called pawpaws, and I have a couple trees on the property, and I absolutely love the flavor. This one right here to start out with, this is my Peach X. Now this thing right here is my Death Spiral. This beautiful thing right here is my C22 Stinger. This one here is called the Why Not. This pepper here is my T-Rex Red. This one right here is my Vortex pepper. This beauty right here is my Hellbent Chocolate. This one has some excellent flower production on it, and this is my Big Bang Naga Chocolate. Now, this is the first year that I am growing this pepper. I got some beautiful purple flowers coming up on it, and also like the underside of the leaves almost have like a peach fuzz on it. And when I ordered the seeds, this was actually supposed to be a yellow Ricardo. Now this one here is my Star Scream Peach. Now this pepper here and the one behind it, which the one behind it is twice as big, this is my Florida Predator. Now this is one of my most anticipated peppers this year. This is the Deadpool. These were seeds that were given to me from Hunter Young in the Pepper Lovers Discord, and wow, I am so looking to trying this pepper this year. Now, this pepper is absolutely gorgeous. This is the Cuban Candy Fish. I love the beauty, the purple, the whites, and everything else on this. This is absolutely gorgeous. Now, this pepper here is called the Ice Cream Scorpion. This is another one of my first year peppers. This is called the Da Hawk. This is called the Mad Hatter, and I've already got a couple beautiful pods on it. The pod on this Mad Hatter is absolutely gorgeous. Now this pepper here is my Puma BBG Orange, and I've already got a bunch of nice looking little pods on it, so another one I'm very much looking forward to. I got a lot of darker foliage plants this year, and this one is called the Thor's Thunderbolt. This is called my Odin DD. This is another one that I am interested in. This one is called Where's the Heat? This is called the Rimmert. Now this one's supposed to pack the punch. This is called the Super Hot Beast. Now in the beginning I thought these 2 peppers looked identical, but now that they're actually growing out, this is my Alien Metamorphosis Black. Now these have almost absolutely dark leaves, very little green in them, and the flowers, they have like a purplish white it looks like inside here, maybe a little bit of a green. And right next to it is my thunderstorm, okay? And these have more of a green inside the leaves, and the veining on them are just a little bit different. So they are two completely peppers. When I started putting them out here and they were small, they looked identical, and I thought I might have crossed seeds, but no, there is a difference in there. And then these flowers more have just a white to them, no real color inside the actual flower that I see as of yet. So now these peppers here, this is my chocolate primatoles. I was extremely worried about them because they took a lot of damage when I transferred them outside, but they are coming back very nicely now. This is the Trinidad Scorpion Moruga. Now this pepper here is called the Space X. It was sent to me as a live plant from Making Heat. So thank you very much for sending me the plant. Now it struggled at first and it did not want to actually grow or add any more leaf or growth on that. And then over the last month, it has actually quadrupled in size. So very, very much looking forward towards this pepper. Now these three peppers, which have started coming out nicely, these are giant Marconi peppers. This is a MAMP black berry gum, and I apologize for the sound of guns. Somebody's firing them off on their property a little whiles away. These three are my Komodo dragons. These are my dragon Thai peppers, and I love these things because the more I pick during the year, the bigger these things get, and bush and everything else. So wonderful, wonderful pepper. Now these three are the last seeds I started, and I started these at the beginning of April. These are my Morugas crossed with a dragon's breath pepper. Now these colored pots in here, I'm not actually going to go over them because these are things I am working on. Either they were a weird pepper that popped up in my garden last year, or a cross that I'm trying to actually work on. These pots here contain F2s, F3s, and one F4. So very much looking forward to stabilizing these peppers. Now these are my 7-pot Nabru Yellow. I would love to find a balance between some of the plants that are doing awesome and some of them that are still struggling, like these here. Now these had some weather issues with wind, being tore up, broken, and whatnot, but they are still coming out and still being early in the season. I'm not too worried about it, but I wish they kind of look better than better than what they do now. Now this is my 7-pot yellow. This is another pepper that is coming out from all its trauma I caused when I brought the peppers out, but it is finally coming out and starting to fill in nicely. Now this is my 7-pot Katy peppers, which are finally coming out just like most of my other 7 pots, and I absolutely love this pepper. It is an absolute scorcher. Now these tall skinny peppers are my 7-pot whites. They have lost all their leaves on their lower branches, but hey, they're coming out. They're going to fill out. I'm not too worried about them. Now this is my 7-pot cinder. For a pod, these are absolutely gorgeous. Now these are my 7-pot Primo heatless. Looking forward to seeing if they have no heat. Once again, the theme is my 7-pot peppers struggled out of the gate because I burnt them and they were broken and everything, but they're coming out nicely. This is my 7-pot Douglas Yellow. These will be my 7-pot Brain Strain Yellow. Another pepper that has a lot of nice new growth on it. This is my 7-pot Primos. These are my 7-pot Defcons, which are finally coming back to life. These are my 7-pot Chocolates. Absolutely wonderful peppers. This is my 7-pot Pink, and I'm finally getting to see some growth on them. These three are my 7-pot Olives, and they are starting to look really nice. These two are my 7-pot Mustards, which I'm going to have to move out of underneath my pawpaw tree here. They need a little bit more sun. This is my 7-pot Douglas Red, and I always find it interesting when these peppers start coming out from their trauma, where you get the nice green growth at the bottom, you got the yellowing leaves that were on there originally, and then you got the nice green growth out of the top. So these three are my 7-pot BBG Skin. Very much interested in this pepper here. This is the first year I am growing it. It is called a peach turdsicle. Now these 3 peppers here are brand new for me this year. I have to make sure that these are actually pepper plants. Not 100% sure, but I just have to do a little research. But these are supposed to be my chilipin peppers. Not sure if this is going to make it. I see a little bit of new growth in the center, but this is in a 7-gallon pot, and you can see the size of it, but this is my T-Rex chocolate. This is my Brazilian starfish. Now this right now is twice as high as the pepper got last year. So you can take a look with me standing right next to it how high it is. So very much looking forward to the production level of this one this year. Now this is my Euchre cream. This is something I only got a single pod and 3 seeds out of last year. Just a bad growing for this pepper here, but it is a dwarf variety. I've gotten a lot more peppers on it and about 4 times as big as it ever made it last year. So looking very much forward to this one. Now this is my Matapino peppers. Now for some reason the leaves have lost all their white variegation and color in them, so I'm hoping that these actually turn out rather nice. This is going to be my dwarf Thai pepper, and this will be my black onyx. Now this is my purple ghost peppers. Now these particular peppers I thought I was absolutely going to lose just with them being fried, broken, and everything else when I set them out this year, but they have finally come out and come out nicely, so very happy about that. I want to say thank you all very much for taking the walkthrough of the garden with me, especially those that watched the first and second episodes. I think in those 2 we got up to 100 some peppers. I'm not quite sure what my final count is, though number is actually going to be in front of the pepper like the other 2 videos. So yeah, that's why you all know what count it is. But yeah, I want to say thank everybody very much. There's been some wonderful comments about my garden, and I very much appreciate it. It is a lot of work, but it is a work of passion and love. Absolutely love these things. So once again, I think I mentioned in another video that I am going to do a mid to late July update, and I'm also going to do a mid to late August update just to show the growth of the garden. Not a pepper by pepper walkthrough, but just shows the size, the growth, and to actually show how well the peppers did come out from being virtually abused when they came out. So I kind of feel bad for the quality of the peppers, just bad timing on my part, sun, wind, everything else, but they are coming out nicely. But with that, I want to say thank you all very much. If you enjoyed what you've seen here today, please subscribe to the channel. It does help me out greatly. You can follow me on a couple of my social medias, or you can head to my website down below. There I actually sell the seeds from the peppers I grow, plus spices and seasonings that I custom make with those peppers. But with that, once again, my name is Ralph. This is 13 Peppers, and you have yourself a wonderful, wonderful day.